Is there anything I can do, sir? Please. Don't do this to my wife, man. You don't know what you're doing to my family, man. Please. I'm begging you. I'm literally where am I going to put my feet? Sir, I'm begging you. Please. Please. Please.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So, no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know? I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You're not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now. She spit in my face.
Today's video takes us to the great state of Illinois with a stop at the post office where we find a frauditor who has no problems inside the post office. It's outside the post office and he gets trespassed. Oh dearie me. Let's all sit back, watch, have a good laugh, and most of all, enjoy!
I'm in Gurnee, Illinois. I'm just getting ready to see if they respect our rights to record in public and to make sure that our rights are not infringed on by anyone at any time. Let's go see. How you doing?
Honey?
Well, there it is, good people. The holy grail of frauditing at the post office. Now let's just say for a moment that applies, because it really doesn't. It says entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, or auditoriums. Aha! Well, watch where the frauditor goes, because it's none of those places. Let's carry on.
What's up?
Huh?
What's going on?
Oh, nothing much.
Huh?
Nothing much.
Why are you taking pictures?
I'm just taking a few photos and videos
You can.
of the mail, inside the mail room and the mail trucks and stuff.
What?
The mail trucks?
Who are you?
Huh?
Who are you?
What's your name?
What? Who are you?
I'm just some guy, but what's your name?
Hold on, just a second.
Okay. That'd be kind of crazy when they always ask, who are you or what's your name? But then when you ask them back, you know, especially them being public workers, they never want to get a name. But I'm about used to it now, so.
Now this is the idiot behind the camera. He's a real piece of work. He doesn't want his rights infringed upon. I wonder if he's had his rights infringed upon if he's been in prison. I don't know. But notice, mail trucks is not on the list, and neither is the mail room. So let's continue.
A few minutes later.
Can you tell us what's going on over here?
Nothing much, just walking around, documenting like I do every other day.
Sure.
Nothing nefarious, don't have any ill intent today.
Okay, that's good.
These guys give you 911 or they call it non-emergency?
I'm pretty sure it was a non-emergency.
Oh, okay, good. I'm about to say they're abusing resources.
Sure. Just a little concern hanging out by the employee entrance. You know.
Yeah, they probably don't know that we have a First Amendment right to, you know, be in public recording.
Sure, of course.
If you guys can educate them.
I don't think so.
Huh?
To be in a restricted area, I don't think so.
Oh, this is not restricted though. This area is not restricted at all. There's no signs or.
Oh, Sonny boy, there's a couple of signs. But because you didn't come in this entrance, you didn't see the signs. And that's what the Yahoo is going to argue about for the next 25 minutes. Of course, we're not going to listen to all that, but let's go ahead and listen to him argue.
There's no signs restricting this area or any.
So this area is fenced off. I would have to go double check and see exactly what the verbiage is, but from the other direction, it definitely says do not.
Well, you know what? It says. I think it says something like
He's gonna check right
authorized personnel vehicles only.
Sure.
Right. So I'm not driving though. I'm just walking in. So You know.
Right. So you would be covered under the personnel, right? So are you authorized personnel?
Vehicles though. It says it specifically says vehicles.
We'll take a look and we'll figure it out.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, I do these all over, so I know I'm well within the legal limits. Okay. Nothing nefarious, like I said, no ill intent. You know, it's just you guys came pretty quick, man.
Of course the police are going to show up. You're nosing around the mail trucks in the sorting room. What would you expect, sonny boy? That's a long federal prison term. And you got a purty mouth. Bubba and the boys that like you.
He got a little pretty mouth, ain't he?
5 minutes later.
I would say no trespassing. Violators will be prosecuted. Okay. U.S. property, which makes it public property, no trespassing. Vehicles and their contents are subject to inspection when entering, leaving, while parked within this restricted area.
You can't just simplify it to suit your needs, right? So
no, I'm simplifying it to suit the legal needs. It's legal.
You want it to suit your needs. There's a difference.
Like I was just telling this officer real quick. I did the public library just a month ago, and they had.
Very different than public library.
I'm saying it's public property though. We're just talking about public property.
Very different.
Okay, but I'm saying I have a First Amendment right to record in public.
Absolutely.
You guys, if you guys gonna wage war on that today, then
no one's waging war. So here's the deal, right? So you understand, right, that just because a piece of property is owned by the government does not necessarily make it public, right? Not every piece of government land is public access.
Okay, right? But so this is. I want to deal with this though, officer. We want to deal with this one.
Yep, we'll get to that.
Now wait a minute, Frauditor. You were just talking about the library. Now you want to talk about this property when the officer tries to tell you something. Make up your mind, sonny boy. You're confused. Yeah, you look confused. What is that, your shower? I mean, what is that right there?
So one of the ways that the government can indicate that an area is not public access is putting a fence around it. You see how there's a fence around this entire area?
And that's why I didn't come in this way.
Right, is putting up signs.
Okay.
Right? So this sign is your notice, no trespassing, that you are not allowed on this property. Then again, no trespassing, violators will be prosecuted.
And that's why I didn't come in this way.
Which way? You came in from the other side?
That's correct. And there's no signs, absolutely none on that side at all. How do I know? Because I walked in that way.
Now you know.
Right.
What? So I mean, if you officers want to do me a favor, y'all want to call a sergeant out here so we can, because you guys are, maybe you're not sure. No, and that's okay not to be sure.
We're 100% sure. So this area, this fenced-in area, right, is restricted to personnel, authorized personnel only.
Where does that say that?
Here, no trespassing. U.S. property, no trespassing. Right? Vehicles have to be inspected, all that stuff.
That's right.
So this part of the USPS property is not public access. Now you can stand out here and report onto the thing all day long because this part is public access, right?
I do apologize, officer. You're explaining it concisely, but the idiot's not going to buy any of it. However, he is going to buy some of it when the postmaster arrives and reinforcements from the police. Oh, he'll have to buy it then. Roll that clip.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So you work here? You're the postmaster. Are you familiar with your poster 7? Yeah. So you see where it say about photos and things?
We do all that with our operations in the back.
Well, that's not what the sign. That's not what the law say. We're talking about federal law.
We can't have that because we have competition. You can't come back and do our operations because of our competition.
See, so my rights are going to be, you guys are going to wage war on my rights today.
Absolutely not.
Because this is precisely how it's going to be looked at when we litigate this.
Sure.
This is exactly how this is going to look when litigation arises.
Oh no, not another federal lawsuit. Another frivolous lawsuit to clog up our courts. Yeah, fork over that $405, sonny boy. You have the right to file as many lawsuits as you want. Doesn't mean you're going to win any of them, but you have the right to file them.
I'm pretty, officer, what's your name again? Decep. I'm pretty sure you're misinformed. Respectfully, though.
All right.
That's why I say maybe you guys would call a sergeant, someone that can probably, for lack of a better term, educate you guys on my First Amendment rights. And her too as well, because this is regardless, this is post office and this parking lot is accessible to the public. Regardless.
Yeah, the post office, you're right. The post office
the parking lot.
They have a clearly posted sign,
so that no trespassing sign, I would have to be asked to leave and then refuse to leave.
They called us and they asked you to leave. So you, by all means, if you want to be at the post office, you can stay here all day. It's just this is a private area of the post office, so they have the sign that says no trespassing.
Now, Officer DeSelf, with all respect, now that you just soliciting to the trespass. Now that's soliciting the trespass, officer, because you asked her. That's precisely what that is.
When she pulled up, she said that this is not a place you can be in.
Okay.
She said you come here a lot in the front, which is fine.
Right.
Not a lot in the back, and she asked you to leave. She told me that.
She didn't ask me to leave, so she's lying.
Oh, dearie me, the officer solicited at trespass. Solicited. I like that word. Don't you good people?
Told me that.
You told him that you asked me to leave?
Read the signs.
Hold on, sir. Aren't you wanting to know who's lying to you, sir?
Yes, sir. I understand. So once she lets us know, once we officially let you know, then that's your notification.
Okay.
So she's let us know that you're not allowed to be here in this part of the post office.
What's your name, Officer?
I'm Officer Kiefer.
Kiefer, yeah. Officer Kiefer. Respectfully, this young man right here, this officer, just conveyed to me that this young lady said she asked me to leave. That's a lie.
Yeah, but my supervisor did in my right.
No one asked me to leave ever.
So
I got it right in front of you.
That's what they call us.
I just heard him say it though. He just said, "Do you want him to leave?" That's solicitation, sir. You know that. He just did that. He just did that on camera.
To the complainant to understand what they want to do with their property.
Yeah, but he asked. That's precisely what that is. That's precisely what that is. You know, I'm just trying to reconfirm, man.
I know you're going for viewers and all kinds of stuff.
No, I'm going for a protection on rights.
I tell you what, Frauditor, here in America, we can work wherever we choose. So why don't you go find a real job and put down this camera and give up all this nonsense?
5 minutes later.
Don't say that. It just say. I mean, all it says is no trespassing. Postal employees only. Do not enter. They don't say anything about you can't walk through here. A citizen.
Does it? No trespassing. Postal employees do not enter. How much clearer do you think it needs to be?
Nah, I'm pretty sure you guys are misinformed.
The other side.
Again, I mean,
hopefully that part makes it online.
To go back, respectfully, sir, back to you. How clear does it need to be before you would think that it's restricted area? Does it need to say
that?
This is a public space, but it is not public access. You may not enter this space unless you are an authorized individual.
Real quick, that sign, right? People put up signs all the time. It does not make it law.
Oh, okay.
Do you agree? So a sign might say, in order to enter this building, you have to wear a mask. But I don't have to honor that sign because it's not law.
Well, if you haven't figured it out by now, this guy's a straight up anarchist. He doesn't believe in anything. Nothing. He doesn't really believe in the laws either. He just believes in his YouTube channel.
Eventually.
You guys see that, man? I was trespassed. Threatened with arrest, which is the only standing we need. For just, documenting in a public parking lot. These signs, I mean, come on, man, they kill me with the signs. All those signs that says this is, man, stop it, man. Knock it off.
Life is definitely more difficult when you're stupid. And this guy right here is stupid. His sign says what? Authorized personnel only. Are you authorized? No. Then keep your ass out of there. At any rate, good people, if you enjoy watching stupid people do stupid things on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for popping by there, you stupid frauditor. You think you'll ever get a real job? Probably not. Cheers to that.
I've actually studied English, and I have over a 400 level education in English. I'm not sitting down. I refuse to sit down. I refuse. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Nothing. You can come try to make me. You're welcome to try to make me. Take a swing. Take a swing.
What is the reason for calling the officers here?
No reason. I'm really unhappy that somebody did this to me.
I'm going to arrest you for trespassing in a minute.
On public property?
Yeah. We're asking you to leave and you're not leaving. That's trespassing.
She's right in my face, guys. You can't come up and touch me like that.
You don't have permission to film me in any space.
I don't need permission to record you in public, man.
Actually,
no, that's the law.
Oh, is that like a law?
Against the law.
Oh, what law is that? Funny, because I've never heard about that. I pay for that uniform, I pay for that car, I'm the taxpayer, right? You work for me, right? You're just a little guy. You're just a little guy. You work for me. You are a public servant. You are a public servant. You work for me.